Good morning, Mrs. Martin here, and today is Monday, March 30th. It is a great day for some online learning, right? Last week in science, I had some assignments in there that hopefully you started. If you did not start, that is okay. You can start today. So last week and a little bit of this week, we are going to be looking back at fossils. We know that fossils form in sedimentary rock, and I actually have a fossil here with me. It's really cool. A friend actually gave this to Rebecca, so I guess this isn't actually mine. I guess I'm borrowing it. But Rebecca received this as a birthday present from a friend. It is a really beautiful fossil. Really cool. I don't know what kind of a fossil it is. Maybe you guys can help me out. What's your prediction? Do you think this was an aquatic or land fossil? Do you think this is from an animal? Or do you think this is from a plant fossil? What are your predictions? I don't know what it is, but I know it's really beautiful. And it's also really dirty, so I'm gonna put it down. And I need to go wash my hands, but I'm gonna try not to touch anything. But it's so beautiful and it's so cool to see the remains of past living organisms. We wanna be really careful that we know that a fossil is not the same thing as bones. So be very, very careful whenever you are continuing your assignments. There are new assignments in STEMscopes, so make sure you are looking at STEMscopes and make sure you're reviewing your hand motions. You should be able to click the videos and see my hand motions. I do mess up a little bit, but you guys are going to give me some grace, and whenever you see the mess up, you're gonna be like, oh, Mrs. Martin, oh my gosh. But I did the best I can, right? Which is what we're all doing right now. We are doing the best we can. So, I need to take a minute and tell you how incredibly proud of you I am. Guys, the initiative and the hard work that I'm seeing come out of you is so cool. To get messages from you guys saying, Mrs. Martin, this isn't working. Mrs. Martin, I need help with this. Mrs. Martin, I mean, that's so cool that you are taking ownership of your education, and you are, a lot of kids out there, they could be like, oh, it's not working, not gonna do it. But you guys are reaching out and you're like, hey, Mrs. Martin, I can't get into this, or I'm having trouble with this. And that is so cool, and that shows how mature you are and how ready you guys are for middle school. I also want to remind you that just because we do not have a STAR test for science, did you guys know that? Did you know that we are not taking STAR this year? So that's kind of cool. But I want to remind you that just because we're not taking STAR this year does not mean that you can just forget about this stuff. Because in the 8th grade, which will be here before you know it, you take another science STAR test, and all of this material will be on it. So when you get to your 8th grade year and you are starting your STAR review, you're going to think back and be like, oh, I remember when Miss Martin told us that, and Miss Martin, and the hand motions for that, and then, oh yeah, I still need to know that, oh yeah. It's all going to connect, and it does not go away. So we still need this information. We still have a lot of learning to do. Even though we don't have STAR, which is kind of cool, we still have a lot to do. So anyways, today, make sure for science, you have done these things. Make sure you practice your hand motions for properties of matter. Make sure you are completing STEMscopes assignments. It is okay if you don't get it all finished today, because on Friday, I will give you a day to kind of catch up on some things. But there will be more assignments put in tomorrow. So every day there will be more in there. So you don't want to get too far behind. But I also don't want you to panic. So take your time. You've got time. But there are new assignments in STEMscopes. So if you did not finish last week's, You need to finish those. And then there are more in there today. And then, if you are able to go play outside today, try to look around. See if you might find a fossil. You might have fossils in your own backyard. They didn't even know were there. Make sure you get permission. Don't go dig a whole bunch of holes in your parents' backyard and then say, Mrs. Martin told me to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. Just observe. Don't go digging a bunch of holes, but observe your surroundings outside. You might find some fossils. And if your parents say it's okay to dig a little hole or two, then that's okay. But make sure you get permission. All right, well, I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great Monday. Remember, I'm here. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Bye, guys.